Good morning to everyone. I thought this was running like 10 minutes ago. I just came back to it and realized it hadn't actually picked up the live broadcasts yet. So my apologies for the delay this morning, but I can leave you for a couple of seconds here on the sun and let you enjoy the sunrise. Good morning to all of you all and greetings from Barbados. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here. A little bit cloudy in the distance as you can see, but just so beautiful. Check the reflections and the water. Enjoy. Such a beautiful morning. Unfortunately, no sun is coming up at the moment, but we can see in the distance the glows and stuff of where it's trying to come through that cloud. That cloud is very, very dense. Good morning to all of you all. Welcome to Barbados again. Has been a little bit of a challenging morning, but it's fine now. No problems whatsoever. I have my peace and everything is good. It wasn't a technical issue only. I actually ran across some rocks, dropped the S9, didn't realize it was off my hip, and then recovered it in the water. So it's been that kind of morning, but you know what? All things happen for a reason. Maybe it's a lesson for me just to be more cautious, because that could have dropped off somewhere in the bushes, somewhere up in the country, and I may never have recovered it again. You know, good morning to all you all. I'd like you to join with me in the Serenity Prayer. I've done it a few times, but I would certainly use it one more time, especially with the company of my friends and loved ones. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Just a beautiful day here. Stunning sea conditions again, glassed off, what you would have to term as flat for the south coast. Beautiful, beautiful area. I'm going to give you a 360, and then you know what we're going to do? We're going to be going for a little swim. Here we go. Let's start off here this morning. Really is a stunning morning. Knowing that sun decides to creep around the sides of those clouds, it is going to be one beautiful, beautiful day for sure. We had some clouds yesterday, later on in the morning. The morning was spectacular, the day was spectacular too, but a little more cloudy and a little more overcast, and a lot of people had expected. Actually, I saw some cloud coming in, but I didn't think it would be as dense as it was either. We did have some sprinkles yesterday, which we are in dire need of course, so we're going to give thanks for the showers of blessings for sure. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I actually found the phone in the shore break, deeper than I thought, maybe about waist deep of water. So I'm going to get that worked on later on today, but you know, God was good enough to bless you to find it, because you know, I could have given up. And that's why our live started late. I thought I did press the live button, but I had it under the wall at Blue Orchid, and therefore I don't know if the signal was interrupted or whatever, but we couldn't actually get the live going. So when I came back after my seek and find mission, I realized that the live blog had not started. So again, apologies for the later start. We didn't really miss anything, because the pre-dawn would have been beautiful around I'd say 5:45 or so. It was just gorgeous, but too early to start it. So I was waiting on the sunrise, which we have done. All right, as we have done a land-based 360, we're now going to do the other side of our adventures. Use my favorite word here, stunning. Again, it looks as though there's been a coat of oil that's been put on top of this water. It is so glassy. This is something you would expect to see on the west coast or in summer on the south coast. At this time of the year, usually the winds that we experience, you don't normally see this kind of flatness. It's just beautiful at the moment, just stunning. Check the clouds that are starting to shape up now with the trims of gold all around them. The red on the bottom area there by the actual South Point Lighthouse section. Just beautiful this morning. If you're not sure of where we are, which I'm sure most of you are, but just for those that are Musquearian, where are we this morning? We're in a place called Worthing, but this section we call Cacra Bank, and that was named after the hotel that you see located just there in the corner. That's now Coral Mist and Blue Orchid down there, between those two hotels that you see a beautiful old hotel called Cacra Bank years gone by. So most of us locals will continue to refer to that as being Cacra Bank, because that is what we are familiar with. This Worthing Beach runs from here right up to the Sleuth Gate, to the St. Lawrence Lagoon itself, and we have different sections that we have named. We call this one, as I said before, Cacra Bank. We then will work our way up into what I like to call Santari Grove and Sandy Beach area, which is just in front of the sands. Then beyond that we call it the Carrot Beach, which is actually what is known as the official Worthing Beach, where all the facilities are, Wi-Fi connections, etc. It's going to be a gorgeous day, reds, etc. But we're going to do some walking now, so don't worry, we'll catch that sun later on. It's not going anywhere, that's for sure. Majority of the homes you're seeing here are Airbnb properties. I'm going to put you on a tripod just for a second or two while I put on my backpack. So here we go. Mr. Waterman Edwards, I know that you are flying out today, but I expect to see you on the beach this morning for sunrise. So I know you watch this vlog now, you would say, boy, I can't believe I miss him. And I'm going to catch you later on this afternoon, sir. I'm going to come and have that drink with you that I promised to do forever, ever since. It's your second visit. You're not leaving Barbados, so I'll be sitting there having a drink with you. So order me my tonic water and lime, please. I'm on my way. Alright, we're going to be walking down this morning. We have a little treat for you. It's going to be a good walk, as I had mentioned earlier on. I hope you brought all your treats and your refreshments, etc. We are not letting anything phase us from this journey. Whatever mishaps happened this morning, they were supposed to happen. I've said the Serenity Prayer. God has blessed me with finding the phone, and we are back on track. No distractions from the journey that we are on together. Here we go. Mojo's, very popular night bar and restaurant. You will find a lot of people coming here as their jumping point. In the days gone by, I don't know if it really happens so much now because of the limitations and stuff. But they gone by, Mojo's was our starting point. You come here, lick back some drinks, and then move on to Harbour Lights, St. Lawrence, Cacra, Hastings, depending on where your desire was on the south coast. If you're looking for some tattoos, my friend Jonathan Foster, he owns a tattoo parlor over here called Soul Tattoos. Amazing work. He's done all of mine, so any tattoos that you've seen are compliments of Jonathan. So if you want to get something done while you're on the island, you can always pay him a visit. Soul Tattoos. Soul Touch Tattoos, sorry. Haven't been for so long. I'm having the desire for some ink, but my angel has asked me to keep the rest of my drawings clear. Do not litter it anymore. She hasn't actually called it litter, but she said to leave the rest of it for her. So the rest of it I am going to leave for her. No more ink, no more ink. The old Ziolino you see here, as you'll see, sorry, El Sueño, my apologies. Ziolino is further down by Hastings. The El Sueño that used to be here, I remember years and years ago, they called this a haunted place, I don't know, whatever. It was a restaurant as well. They maintained the original tower itself, but they built a big mall. Can't see too much from the outside, but this is the artist's impressions of what is coming. See if we can cross the road so you can get a better look, just so you would know what is going to be here shortly. And then we'll make our way back. Just a lovely morning here. As you can see, I'm walking all over Highway 7. No cars. Well, few cars. Hopping, skipping and jumping in the easy areas. Neighborhoods all over. I know many of these here. As a teenager, I used to ride through these like a rocket. Lots of my friends used to live in this area. We used to come down, start off at their homes, and then work our way to Accra and spend the day in Accra. That was when I was young, just before my, well, let's say early teens or preteen. One of the deadliest corners in Barbados is this one here. It doesn't look that way, but you would be amazed at how many people have misjudged this and thought this is a straight road that went on and claimed this wall. So you're seeing a lot of advertisements up, not only obviously for making some revenue for the property owner, and also the vantage point that it offers. But also, they've always had stuff here recently to highlight this corner, because a lot of people used to miss this in the earlier days and claim this wall or etc. turnover, whatever. But this was a place that claimed many, many vehicles in the past. We've walked this way quite a few times. That goes through by Champer's restaurant. So this morning what we can do is stay on Highway 7 a little bit until we get to Rockley Beach. I'll let you enjoy some of the traffic as you're walking here with me. Enjoy these sounds, okay? I can't compete with them. If you're looking for some hair trimming, come and check out Charles's salon. It's just right here. He also has a laundromat downstairs as well. So if you're interested, you can always come there. There are numerous spas and salons in this area as well. This place has changed so much over the years. I remember when these pavements here were just little minor, small little road pavements. I mean, really, really narrow and stuff. Everything is opened up for people to walk on. Majority of them are wheelchair friendly. Almost all of the pavements nowadays are built to be wheelchair friendly. However, you will see some that look as though you're looking great. You get the location and then the pavement angle runs out. There's no ramp for it. As you can see right there going on to the Burke's Bar area, no ramp. This used to be where Kirby Hotel used to be located. I don't know how many of you remember that. It used to be a very, very popular hotel, especially with Canadians. The restaurant here was known for their daiquiris. Their banana daiquiris were talked about throughout the island. Before you came here, you knew about them. They have reopened their doors again, so you can always go and give them a try if you would like. It's just a beautiful morning. When there's no traffic, listen to the quietness of Highway 7. Bet you never knew you could hear a whistling frog out here on Highway 7. She surprised me too with how quiet and peaceful it was for a minute. I almost forgot where I was. Okay, Tiki Bar, very, very popular. They're at the extreme eastern end of Accra Beach, referred to as Rockley officially, but Accra by locals. Yes, sir. All right, and I said this morning we were coming to one of the most favored places on the island. Well, that could have been anywhere on this island. 166 square miles. You could have dropped a pin anywhere on the map, and that could have been the favorite place on the island. But this is definitely one of the most favorite beaches, or most popular beaches there is on the south coast especially. It is not the best beach in the world. We already know where that is. Just thinking, oh, this is an interesting sign. Glad we came up here. All right, cool. So don't come here any 31st. They will be closed. But beautiful. Accra right now is in prime condition. We are experiencing a beautiful low tide right now as we are speaking. So as you can see, it is in magnificent condition. Now I know we have done here fairly recently, maybe about 5 weeks ago or so, somewhere in that time frame. But this morning it is sort of en route. So it's via Accra to our destination. Just a beautiful, beautiful beach. Let me give you a little 360 from here, let you enjoy what I am seeing and what I'm feeling. Welcome to all 51 of you, 53 just now, 51 of you currently on board. I know we get end up close to the 90s again, pretty sure of that, because it's a solid, consistent numbers on board. Good morning to all of you all. Thank you for coming to join the family this morning. Thank you for bringing your care and love and sharing it with all of us. We do appreciate it. Even those that are able to come on for a minute or two and just say hello, good morning. You know, that is plenty of love and plenty of care. Good morning to you all, guys. All of these people make me feel super unfit then. I actually rather term it as lazy, because I wouldn't say I'm fit by any means, but I'm real lazy. don't want to do any faster pace than I'm doing right now. I got so accustomed to walking with you all at this speed. Even when I don't have the camera, I just cruise like this here. But who's in a rush in Barbados? Not me. I'm not a rush to get through life. I'm going to enjoy every second of it and take my time enjoying it, for sure. Yes, we are going for a dip. I know all you all are saying, man, I want to go and see. Well, what we're going to do shortly, don't worry. I'm not leaving out this morning. How could I not take you in one of the calmest days at Accra that I've seen for a long time? Look at this glassy conditions and the reflections on the water, reflections on the sun. Just beautiful this morning. Simply beautiful. When I came up here in darkness, these chairs were all laid out and stuff. Someone was down here real early this morning getting everything ready, preparing for a busy day, hopefully. Saturday in the island, busy day for the beaches. Lots of ships in the port again today as well. Now if you want Wi-Fi facilities, you can also find them here, but you're going to have to go fairly close to the lifeguard hut area, because the signal here is not of the strongest, or at least I don't find it's one of the strongest. I'm not sure exactly where their repeater and stuff is located, but I do know that the signal out here is not that strong, so you've got to get fairly close to this lifeguard hut to get a good signal out here. I know there are many of you that have memories on this beach, on this strip of sand, so enjoy them this morning with us. My days of Accra date back to when I was just, I would say maybe 10 or 11 or so. I mean, I was here before that erratically, but not often, but I was here very consistently after almost every weekend, because we used to ride down here, hang out with all the Accra boys, go along the beach here. Yeah, here was a beautiful, beautiful spot. Look at these reflections, people. You can get a better look at that in a minute, because I'm going to put you down for a second. Actually, don't need to put you down to take off your bike. It's only when I got to put it on. So let me just rest this down and let us proceed. Here we go. Put on your armbands, Mr. Evelyn. I go on my waistband, so I'm good. As you can see this morning, water is transparent. It is absolutely beautiful. Check this out, man. My goodness. You can't even see the swell itself. The swell is so glassy that when you look wrong, swell is coming through, you don't even realize it's about to break until you see it starting to feather. It's just beautiful out here this morning. Stunning, stunning conditions. All right, have a look at this. Whew, stunning. Sorry, I had to put a little tune on that because this is too beautiful not to do so. Look at the glows off the clouds coming across the water. Just beautiful. It's breathtaking. See, you don't even have to see the sunrise to be blown away by the daybreak in Barbados. It is gorgeous this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. So we don't get dizzy, we're going to reverse our direction on this 360 just to make sure I stay stable and don't fall along with you all if you all laugh at me this morning. Here we go. Wow, darker makers, folks. Darker makers for sure. We get a little peek through here of the sun, and as you can see, lovely, lovely golden path coming directly to us. Beautiful this morning. Here has changed tremendously. This was actually one of the most dangerous beaches to swim at on the south coast. They had many fatalities here, especially in the section between the lifeguard hut going up as far as Tiki Bar. That area used to have big like pockets of or holes in the sand. They used to give the tidal pool effect. They used to pull a lot of people under and stuff. A lot of people used to walk out in waist deep or chest deep of water and then step into one of those holes, and they couldn't swim and find themselves in grave difficulties. I remember that very well. It has changed quite a bit. I know the lifeguard hut has also helped that as well, but the conditions down here are nothing like what they used to be before the sand had built up. The beach down here was always a broad beach in this section here. However, when it got to the end by where the boardwalk was, it used to go up onto a sand mound where there's a little beach shop and then a water sports shop, and then beyond that there were just little pockets of beach. You couldn't really walk the south coast at all beyond there. When you say at high tide, you wouldn't have been able to stay dry at all. When you got down to where's Kentucky now, you would not have been able to go any further because you'd have been walking across reef and you would have been in waist to chest deep of water at that stage of the game. So the boardwalk has changed that completely now. This area went through a period of where it almost lost all of its beach. That is when they put this catchment groin on the out. Oh boy, this water is so beautiful. I've got to break my topic right now. Look at this. Woo. Okay, in the distance there you will see two poles up there, lighted poles. That's where there's catchment groin. They've dropped a groin out there that's submerged right now at very low tide on certain occasions, and especially really like around full moon and stuff, you may see the top of the water swirling there over the rocks. And then there are a couple of other catchment groins on the inside as well. But that's the main one that brought in the sand and started to trap the sand, because at one stage again this beach had almost disappeared. I remember when there was a little gravel car park or rocky car park up behind here. We used to sit on a wall, we used to buy our cutters from Miss P. And I can't remember the name of the other vendor that was there, but they had two vendors that were there, both of them had carts. We used to come here and eat on a Sunday, relax and have enough fun then. Yes, I see your comment there, Pamela. This is where we met for sure. Great morning. That was a few weeks back, so your memories of here are fresh, I'm sure. All right, we're walking on again. Thank you for swimming with me or for chilling out with me in the water. God has blessed us with some amazing views this morning once more. Every morning is a beautiful morning, but the last two mornings with the south coast, the way it has been, with the glassy conditions and the low tide, have been just spectacular. I would have to say they're some of the best mornings I've seen for a very, very long time. Especially the calmness that you're seeing out here. At Kirby Hotel, if you're interested in coming and stay here. Most of the pools, rooms directly in front of us here have little cooling jacuzzis on the front section there. You will see the green and purple, sort of like lattice work there. Directly behind that, all of them will have cooling pools. I think that is the only section that actually has the cooling pools. I know that the two penthouse suites have starlit jacuzzis, so you can go in your jacuzzi and watch the stars and the moon on a night. Now, the last time we had the Sargassum here, which was just a couple of weeks ago, we had a float. You can see it has built here. It has its mounds. You'll find them along the south coast. As we mentioned before, the Sargassum may not be so nice to smell, especially when it starts to decay, but it helps tremendously with holding the sand in place. Unfortunately, we have to see a lot of Sargassum sometimes covering entire beaches and things, but there are some benefits for it for sure. Now, my memory, always slipping, but if I remember correctly, there was a hotel here that was called Sun Haven. That was, again, Canadian. A lot of Canadians used to stay there. Sun Haven was a very, very popular hotel at one time. That's just in the open plot below Accra itself. Over opposite, behind here, where we're walking, parallel to here on the land side, You'll find Bubba's Sports Bar. You'll find Lewis Drug Mart. You'll find all types of wine and beverages, restaurants, etc. Banks. Good morning, sir. How are you going? Fantastic, man. You'll find all of the necessities in this area. And over just behind Accra itself, you will find there's a little strip mall there, as well as Chefette restaurant. There's our fast food chain here, equal to McDonald's or Tim Hortons. Magic Isle Hotel. I know a lot of people that have stayed here. Someone's on board this morning that was staying here recently. And if you want to know where our notorious Mr. Impact Anderson lives, that's Anderson's home just over there in the center of the film, in the center of the camera right now. Don't come down here and harass him and tell him that Nick told you this is where he is, you know. If you want to get his autograph and stuff, wait till he comes out of the building and then confront him, please. just making it clear. Anderson, don't worry, buddy. I ain't telling anybody where you live. Boardwalk, really a beautiful enhancement to the south coast of the island. As I said, originally this is sort of like where the beach would ended with a little shack that was here, and then beyond that it would just be little slithers of beach that you'd be able to walk on at low tide. As you will notice, the beach, like, it wants to take over the boardwalk. There's some areas that are completely covered now. There's some that some locals have started to get the sand off of it, but it's really heavy with sand right now. We had a lot of movement of sand that came in over the last 2 weeks. Actually looks like a beach on top of here now. Good morning, ladies. Just beautiful scenery looking along the coast. You can see there is some sargassum. It's not nearly as bad as we've seen it before, but it is the heaviest that I've seen it for a little while. There's none in the water, thank goodness. As you can see, there are no big orange mats anywhere. It's just really on the beach now, and this is a float that happened, I would say, coming into like the weekend time, over on the southeastern side and the eastern side. Remember though that a change of current or a swell that comes in at the right angle will bring all of that from up in Long Beach and stuff down here. So right now the calm seas are a positive sign for the south coast, and the light winds as well. There are some swells predicted coming soon next week. Should be a very interesting week. I've seen a lot of interesting swell development on the wave charts. We'll see how that goes. Of course, we will follow it if we have the opportunity to do so. Now, my reason for bringing you down here is ready to show you what was and what is. The Kirby Hotel, which you all would remember that as, has been up for a long time, and it's been the public outcry to get it down. I know it did sell a while back. However, they've actually dismantled it now. They're just moving the rubble itself. The main structure is down. So I just want to show you what down there looks like, and that's the reason why we're taking this walk this morning in this direction. I also put in some steps against the exercise too, thankfully. But you can see the boardwalk, lots of pressure from the sand that's out here. Still a lovely walk, solid. You know, you're not going to be going into deep sand, but I'm sure this will get cleared off in time, because a lot of locals exercise out here and stuff. Very conscious citizens and also visitors as well come out here and clear this off. You will find that happening probably over the weekend time. There's a section a little further on that they've cleared, but they've got to come this way still. Nauru restaurant, very popular again. It's one of my Angel's favorite restaurants. A lot of eyesores that were on this boardwalk have come down. You remember this structure that was here for a long time, that was just sitting here doing nothing at all. That has been dismantled. Not sure what the future plans are for here, but at least we don't have to see that all the time. I know that was terrible, and now we've seen Kirby go down. So there's just one more area that I would like to see cleared up. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but we will show you it as we pass it. You can see all here has been cleared recently. This was full of sand, but you can see how the sand is just built up on this area. Like if you go right down, you can see how high the sand is that comes up from the beach. So any big swell at all will bring this over onto the big swell, especially the high tide, will bring this over onto the boardwalk. Now we've walked this boardwalk quite a few times. We've done it in its entirety, we've done it in sections, we've done it in high resolution, we've done it in live broadcast. But this morning we're going to be doing it and just enjoying the relaxation. I am walking a little bit quick here. I noticed that myself. I speeding this morning. But notice I am not blowing. Jeez. Morning. Very heavily used for exercise in Barbados. People walk, run, everything out here. I'll show you where also people watch as well in a couple of minutes time. Morning sir, how are you? Okay. KFC. You can see that for yourself. I'm still going to say it. Lanterns Mall just behind. You can get a lot of different high-end stuff over there. All different types of stuff. They have their own food court as well. But what has really started to light up the boardwalk are all of these bars and restaurants that come right on the boardwalk itself, which is lovely. So you can come down here and sit down and relax for the whole afternoon and watch everybody exercising, do a few laps with your eyes, and then go home feeling as though you've done something for yourself. But beautiful conditions down here. Lovely place to just come and hang out. On the evening time, you'll find most of these seats taken. You see today the sea conditions, just transparent and beautiful. Sky, lovely. It is just a beautiful, beautiful morning. We're not really going to see any sunrise today though. Well, we've seen the daybreak, but not really the sunrise because there is a lot of heavy cloud up there. Hopefully that will dissipate. If it doesn't, well, we'll be happy for the showers for sure. I couldn't really show it before because all the windows and everything were shut up, but this is Tapas Restaurant. This used to be where Champers was located many years ago, so some of you may remember it from that. They have two different elevations of seating. One right on the boardwalk level, which has all these hurricane shutters in front of it, and the one on the top level there that also has its protective shutters on as well. Now this is the only other place here that remains to come down, that I would like to see come down. This has been here for a long time, so I know that everything takes its time and everything will happen eventually, but this is a place here that should really be coming down pretty soon, hopefully. Hopefully we've seen a chain reaction as you've seen with the other buildings that have been dismantled. Hopefully this will be next in line. Morning sir. Morning. You can see how many people are walking on the boardwalk this morning. Don't really want to put a camera on them because some people are a little bit conscious about cameras. All the different things have just popped up all ago, long years ago. Hi, how are you all going this morning? Wonderful. Good to see you as well too. You want to wave off all the family? Fantastic. Have a good day, okay? Yep, so if you remember, hello, good morning, how are you? All right, thank you. So if you remember here, it used to be called Pieces of Eight. Reeds Cove was on the other side of the road, and Pieces of Eight nightclub was located right here. You see, very, very, very popular when I was in my teens and in the early 20s. Dance floor, just right where these bars are located. If you want, again, facilities, if you're on the boardwalk, Wi-Fi facilities, there are many of them in this area. One of the closest ones here is the NCC's facility here. It has the Wi-Fi, restrooms, showers, anything you may need as well. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Massive beach. Any of you that would remember here before the boardwalk, remember here had maybe 6 feet in front of the wall. It was in front of Pieces of Eight itself, and beyond that the only thing to swim in were pools. Unfortunately, swimming along this section here, from the time we left the Accra beach or Rockley beach, from here down is really not good for swimming, because as the beach expanded further out, you just come into reef now. There are no pockets around here that you can really swim in. You can find some sand covering some of the reef area at certain times, but not really good for swimming. Not a place I would recommend to say come to swim. Just beautiful. Morning, Governor. Alright, fellas. Jeez on, it's a good thing I'm walking, boy. If I was sitting down, people would have me feeling so conscious of my laziness then. As you can see, the water wagon is parked over here. This is where I started from this morning. I like to walk my location first, just to see what it's like. See if there's anything that I need to, that's changed, that I need to make you familiar with. And also, I like to have it close to right end. But all here has changed so much. This used to be one of the main areas for big public fairs on the island called Hastings Rocks. We're gonna go down the beach for a minute though. Let me make my way down in a nice smooth area that doesn't look as if it has any sharp objects or anything. Although I have on beach shoes this morning, gotta be careful. Also gives us a chance to look back up at this lovely sun. Just beautiful. Now we could have stayed on the boardwalk, but you know me, I'm a beach boy, so let me put some sand under my feet and let me enjoy this walk going down here. Also get away from some of the folks and stuff that are up on the top exercising. Okay, as I mentioned, this used to be a place that had lots of fairs, street fairs, etc. The bandstand there is hosted. The Barbados Police Force band and numerous other small bands as well in the past. This is the main place that you get a lot of people just sitting and relaxing on the evening, just watching everything go by. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. I know this is one of our promotional manager's favorite spots, Karen. This is where she and the team will hang out often. Shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Come down and harass her if you all are in this area, please. Yeah, so you can see there's no hiding the sargassum. There has been some, but it is not that terrible. This will not last too long if we don't get any more to refresh this area. This will be gone very, very soon. I've also come down here in the beach area so we can take in what was the Kirby Hotel as we walk. Check the change now. Blakey's restaurant just in front. Alright, we can get a little closer view and stuff. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning though. The sky is stunning. So as I mentioned this morning, it was going to be a little bit of a long one. Not long in time, but long in distance. Recently we've just been doing a lot of small beach sections. You know, just saving other beaches for another day. But today I really want to do this little bit of walk. My real aim was to come here to see this, for you to see how it's being disassembled. But I want to start somewhere that I would see the sunrise that we had not done before. So I thought that would be a good spot for Cacra Bank. And I was also hoping to see the waterman, but didn't see him this morning. Michael, shame on you. So, I didn't let you know, but you should still have known. Alright, so this is what we now have in front of us. As you can see, it's all being knocked down. Just a matter of moving it from this location now. This is a lot of work that's gone on over the last week or so. You know, it's mainly in the night. They run in the night time and close off at 6 in the morning. The boardwalk was actually shut off at certain stages when they were doing the dismantling thing on the night time especially. But as you can see, a lot of work has gone on. We're not going to really go any further this morning. We saved the rest for another day. What I'm going to do is bring you out here and give you a 360. Don't mind, you're going to see a lot of rubble and stuff in the background. It's a lot prettier than what we used to see. So here's our standing 360. I hope you all have had an amazing day with me. It has been lots of fun. I quite enjoyed today for sure. You know, it's amazing how as soon as I hit the start button, how no matter what challenges have gone on in my life, no matter what I'm going through, everything disappears. God just gives me a clean brain to work with. I only absorb what is in front of me and what I'm seeing, and everything steps to the side, and I'll deal with that at a later time. One step at a time is the way that I go nowadays. I don't worry about the future. I try not to let the past get into my life. I just worry about, not worry, I just think about the present, and I absorb and give gratitude for exactly what I have right there and right then. Not what could be, what might be, or anything else, just what is. And that is the way I try to live nowadays. Of course, I'm human, and that's a big challenge. So the Serenity Prayer helps me tremendously. I've told you all before, and I literally mean it. I will say the Serenity Prayer a dozen times if I need to. I will say it until I start to feel peace, and then I know it's starting to work, and I will continue doing that for the rest of my life, because peace for me is where I need to start. God has blessed me with everything I have, and what is to come my way, He will certainly bless me with as well. And all He's asked me to do is do what I do, and that's to give my love, care, attention, kindness, compassion, hope, everything that is positive He's asked me to give, and that is what I give, because He gives me that as well. I hope you all have an amazing day, everyone. It has been a lovely week with you all. I've had lots of fun. We've seen lots of beauty. It's a lot of different stuff we've done this week, but we've had an amazing time. At least I have for sure. So until Monday, when we will have our next official live vlog, God's Spare Life, of course, I will see you all then. And until then, please be safe, be kind, first of all, starting with yourself and then with others. Love yourself first, forgive yourself first, and then you will automatically be able to love and forgive others as well. Have a great day. Love you all. I'm going to just bring you back around and give you a little view of the sun so that you can enjoy the daybreak with me and say goodbye to all your friends and family. And I will see you all bright and early on Monday morning. Of course, I'll be putting up stuff tomorrow. Wherever I go, you will see the beauty that I see, because that is what I have been asked to do. Share the beauty through my eyes. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all.